David Hood from IT Training, just using Excel to make a timeline. This is Excel 2016 on the Mac, but the same principles apply for other versions as well. I have a set of events, I have a start date, and I have the number of days after the start date allocated for each step in the events. I go back to my start date, and for the purposes of making the timeline, I convert it to a number. Then I take the data and I insert a bar chart, which is a stacked bar chart. Now, that doesn't initially work, but I click switch row and columns to put everything in order. At the moment, the bars start from, well, before the start, so I want to customize that. I'll go across to Format, I'll choose horizontal value axis, and in the details, the minimum size I might make 42621, which is 2 days before things actually start. And that shortens that down. Grab that, just wanting to shift a slide. For each of the dates, the numbers are the size of the bars. I'm going to swap back to chart design. I'm going to add chart element. I'm going to put on data labels in the center of the bars. But for the labels, I can once again go back to formatting. I can choose particular labels, and I can customize the label options to give it the series name and not show the value. And so on. I might click within the individual data point label and delete that particular one. So I could customize all of the labels. I can choose particular areas within the chart, particular colored blocks, and I could set them to no fill and no line around the border. And once again, for the x-axis across the bottom, the horizontal value axis, in the axis options, I reformat it back from being a number to being a date. I could, under axis options, make the major units 28 days, 4-week lines rather than 20-day lines. And with those customizations, I've got something much more resembling a timeline.